नमस्ते बिटियाओं। हमेशा खुश रहिए और स्वस्थ रहिए। दिस इज JVN ब्रिजेश कुमार यादव, फैकल्टी ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड मेथडोलॉजी, ज्योति विद्यापीठ वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी जयपुर. I welcome to all of you in my digital class. I have prepared this lecture for BSc BA ZBC 8th semester botany paper. Topic is DNA fingerprinting. Students, as you all know that we were discussing about some of the topics of biotechnology, that is your fourth unit. In that, some of the topics we have covered so far. Today we are going to take another important and interesting topic, that is DNA fingerprinting. Okay, we'll see some of the facts, procedure, who has invented DNA fingerprinting. So let's have a look on the introduction, that DNA fingerprinting is a way to identify a certain individual rather than simply identifying a species or a particular trait. Students, as you all know that being a molecular biology students, there is very less difference among human being on the basis of gene. You might have studied that 99.9% gene of the human being are similar, only 0.1% is difference, and this very minute difference made that kind of differences, that someone is taller, someone is smaller, someone is fair colored, and someone is dull colored, and so many differences are there on the morphology level. Okay, so this technique is used to differentiate between individuals of same species, not different species. Okay, this is a technique used by scientists to distinguish between individuals of the same species. Okay, individuals of same species. Suppose we are going to differentiate between elephants, two different elephants are two different animals, human beings, whatever, but same species, from a very small fraction of sample, that will be DNA. Students, as its name indicating that DNA fingerprinting. Okay, so DNA is solely responsible for the differentiation among the individuals. So we are moving ahead. Now, who has invented this technique? The process of DNA fingerprinting was invented by Alex Jeffreys in 1985. Students, being a biotechnology student, you must remember, and again I am emphasizing that some of the scientists' name you should have to remember. Regarding to India, this DNA fingerprinting has been invented by Professor Lalji Singh, who was the director of CCMB Hyderabad, as you all know. So if there is a question regarding to India, who is the father of DNA fingerprinting, you have to reply correctly. Okay, and for global, Alex Jeffrey is the father of DNA fingerprinting. Now, what can be the sample for the DNA fingerprinting? How can you use, which kind of sample will be there? So these are the some of the samples, such as blood, hair, saliva, semen, body tissue cells. DNA samples have been obtained from vaginal cells transferred to the outside during sexual intercourse. Means anything which can have DNA, means from any sample from where we can isolate DNA, that will be the sample of this fingerprinting. Okay, so you might have watched many movies where at crime spots they used to find out hairs, which is very common. Okay, now we are moving to see what are the different steps are there to complete this testing. So there are 8 different steps of DNA fingerprinting. First one is isolation of DNA, which is very important. Isolation of DNA, from where you can get your sample. The DNA must be recovered from cell or tissues. Only a small amount of blood, hairs or skin is needed to isolate DNA. Second step is the digestion of DNA by restriction endonucleases. As we have already discussed about restriction endonuclease when we were discussing about tools and techniques of biotechnology, that they are the very specific kind of enzymes which cut DNA at a proper place, at very precise sequences, places they will cut, which makes differences, okay, which we are going to use further. So this DNA is cut into fragments using restriction enzymes. Each restriction enzyme cut DNA at a specific base sequence, that is very precisely. That's why we are using. Next step is this fragmented DNA now will electrophoretic separation of different fragments, means whatever fragments we have obtained after restriction digestion, now we'll separate them on the basis of their length. Then fragments are separated on the basis of size using a process called gel electrophoresis. Students, again I am saying that this is another technique which we have discussed in tools and techniques of biotechnology, where agarose gel electrophoresis used for the separation of different fragments of DNA. As you all know that DNA has negative charge. Why? Because of phosphate. So it will move towards the positive electrodes when we apply electricity. Okay, so DNA fragments are injected into wells and an electric current is applied along the gel that promote the movement of this DNA fragments on the gel agarose gel, so that we can separate them. Next step is that is transfer of DNA on nylon or nitrocellulose membrane. That is, the DNA fragments are transferred to the nylon sheet by placing the sheet on the gel and soaking them overnight by the process that is known as Southern blot. Actually students, this is the process of blotting. You might have studied Southern blotting, Northern blotting, Western blotting. So out of these three, this Southern blotting is for DNA, Northern blotting is for RNA fragments, and Western blotting for protein. So being a biotechnology student, you must know all these concepts. So here we are using Southern blotting to transfer DNA fragment to the nylon or nitrocellulose membrane. That is the overnight process. After that, next step is probing or probe labeling. Now adding radioactive or colored probe to the nylon sheet, which is complementary to target sequence. This is very crucial step in DNA fingerprinting. Each probe only stick to one or two specific places on the sheets. Okay, as we can see, they will stick only complementary strand where they will be first like that primers. Then next step is hybridization. Labeled probe DNA should be hybridized with the complementary sequence located on nylon membrane for the detection of position of that letter. Membrane is washed to remove non-specific binding and clearing of the background. Means all those fragments which were not complementary, they will not stay. So those fragments during washing step they will be removed. So only those fragments will be stuck which are complementary. Next step is auto radiography, that is to detect the sequence in genome bound with the hybridized radioactive probe on the membrane. This technique involves the alignment of hybridized membrane with X-ray film. The X-ray film alter its development so multiple number of bands that took like barcode and known as DNA fingerprinting. So this is the main step. Next is the interpretation of band pattern. Now you are going to interpret whatever you have result got. So this is the analysis of band pattern of different individuals, comparison of position of bands. Computer software are also available for the analysis of DNA fingerprints. So students, in this way we have seen total 8 steps of DNA fingerprinting. On next turn we will see some of the applications, benefits of DNA fingerprinting. Thank you very much.